let me know that you are watching StonerBaby Incorporated with your host Monster 420 Cup on this exhaustingly hot ass day, pushing almost 120 degrees where I am at. Lord Almighty. So I decided to go hit up the racetrack and pull off 10 laps and hopefully another $30,000 and another W under the GT League here on Gran Turismo Sport. Isn't Gran Turismo amazing? A game that took its first tentative steps way back in 1997 and 1998. Fucking fan. I love you dearly. Thank you. Anywho, yeah, a game and a company that took its first tentative steps all the way back into 1997 and 1998. Right before the beginning of the new millennium in the 2000s, we were introduced to an extraordinarily, amazingly realistic driving game for its time. And Gran Turismo competed against Test Drive and Need for Speed and a handful of other wonderful racing games that had their own legacy notes in the beginning makings. But PlayStation offered one specific racing genre, racing title, which would be Gran Turismo. Now, Gran Turismo has grown in leaps and bounds over the last couple decades, and is still breathing fresh air and is infamously famous as what it was when it first began. Alright, well, since we are in motion at the very beginning of this race, smoke is lit, rabbits buckled up, diapers secured. Let's go. Burning up the pavement today with my Porsche 911 GT3, which has a lower rating than everything else that's out here on the track. Alright, that's another one, excuse me. I'm going to jack off you for a bit. Goodbye. Adios. Keep going drifting on that corner. And with that, we're already in 7th. Doing great. literally lap just about everybody in the race. Trying to give you a boost there, buddy. And swam! Mark 2 for that turn. Damn. 36,000 with a 20% car handicap bonus. 530 mileage points. I broke my daily workout by almost 20 miles. Those out and exit. Well, I know that was a short and quick little snippet, as we didn't even break 15 minutes, but thank you so much for being interested in StonerBaby Incorporated. We're gonna duck out, go take an ice cold bath, and then maybe get back on for a little bit depending on the rest of my day goes. Otherwise, look for me in the morning from about 7 a.m. to anywhere from 9 to 10. As always, this is Monster 420 Cup. Blah, 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 blah. As always, this is Monster 420 Cup, your glorious host and leader of StonerBaby. Wishing you deuces for now, and to remember to stay high, stay dry, and that diapers. Really, Chance, I'm gonna hop on and say what's up, so I'm gonna go drown myself in the tub. Really, Chance? Really? 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 No, I suppose. I mean, I could run one more. Swam. Off me fly. Fly. The wedding. There you go, Steve. I agree. Smart ass answer goes to what's up? The temperature. This is none other than Gran Turismo Sport. Some realistic racing compared to Need for Speed and most other racing franchises. Short of NASCAR, it's pretty much the franchise you go to if you want some legit straight up racing action. Oh shit, that's up the stats in my car. I don't think the map is gonna capture it that way, so pause, exit. Car settings. Max of 542, huh? Definitely, I have it coming, hopefully by my own hand, or I'm hoping that Mr. Jewport will make some more donations to my company, as he recently purchased, what was it, Black Ops 2, the first 2 Gran Turismos, Mario Kart, and a few other games. That way I can record more older material too and start showcasing original titles. Alright. Now this should be a little different. Wanted will definitely always be one of my top favorites. That Pro Street. The crew is really shown to be an excellent replacement. Lord, my Mustang sucks. Sell it. Send it to the junkyard. Trying my ass off to draft. I'm just gonna be close enough to draft. I know why. I know what it is. So I've got to quit again. I'm a jackass. Right on. There we go. That should be better. Bitch. Top speed to 180. Yeah, 180 sounds glorious. Should be all that I need. And definitely lots of more interesting things coming towards my channel, and a lot of older things coming towards the channel. As StonerBaby is going to open its doors to a lot more of the things that made gaming legendary and allowed it to make some of the things that it has made today. I mean, we live in a world too, bro, where games are only successful, in my opinion, if they're ultra violent, or there's a lot of vulgarity, chronic nudity, drug use, alcoholism. I mean, and we're breaking into the point too where we're allowing kids to play games that kids should have no business playing to begin with. Like, I just got done playing Grand Theft Auto 4 the other day with a little child who willingly admitted he was 4 years old. A 4-year-old playing GTA. And looking at the point in time where Rockstar is talking about using facial recognition software that will scan you, and if you don't meet requirements, you just won't be able to play Grand Theft Auto 6. Grand Theft Auto 6 is offering an online mode that you will have to subscribe to and pay for compared to Grand Theft Auto 5. And like I said, facial recognizing software that will scan your face, and if your face does not meet the age requirements that are set for that game, it won't even load for you. Not to mention, we're standing on the precipice of console gaming being a thing of the past, as everybody's pushing for VR. Which is cool and all, but what about the mass population out there that can't handle VR? Do they just like stop being gamers, or do they just play retro stuff, which, as I'm finding out as I build my company, is impossible to find? Statistics show that 12.8% of all retro gaming is currently available price-wise to the current consumer. 12.8. That ain't jack squat for what there is out there for gaming. And if you want to buy some old school games like Mario and things that were legendary, iconic notes, you better have hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of dollars. Definitely got the Mustang up where it needs to be. Buddy bump. It's all reasons like that, and how gaming is currently going. Well, I'm not worried about taking the next step for a PlayStation 5. I'll sit on my floor forever. I will sit on my PlayStation 4 until they finally shut the servers down, which is inevitably coming too. The PlayStation 4 is on the hot track now to being what the PlayStation 3 is to me now. Just a system you can play locally. Think of that moment in time too that Sony would take the advantage of adding games to the store for players that won't be able to take that next step. Instead of just throwing darts at a wall to pick random games that are garbage. 3 free games a month, 2 of them are almost always jack squat, and the one has a possibility of being good. Damn right it's redonkulous. I mean, these companies keep forgetting the main fact. They are nothing without us. Nothing. Sony would die if we all turned our back on it. If we all just fuck this and out. Sony would die. Same with Microsoft. I mean, look back at the track. Look what happened to Sega. Sega was amazing, and they just tapped out because everybody went Nintendo and didn't care. So they hung it up, and they tried to go ahead and be a software company, and are only half-assed successful. And Sony and Microsoft and other baby companies, Rockstar, Bethesda, Ubisoft, all of them need to remember that we are what make them the companies that they are. It's not just them making a badass game. It's all good to make a badass game, but if nobody wants to buy your badass game, isn't your badass game basically a piece of shit? It's a swing and a miss. Why I'm so pro Bethesda. They're the only gaming company out there that listens to their fans. Well, you guys didn't like Fallout 76? Guess what? We'll take it down and tear it completely apart and rebuild it for you. The consumer. The person that makes it possible for me to have a job to begin with. So out of the miles and miles of vault material that's in the PlayStation Store. Are you telling me it's impossible to add a rendition of Black Ops and Black Ops 2? Like, I don't care about being able to download that crap. At least allow me to stream the games that I want to stream. Allow me to be able to play the games that I want to play without having to hunt down websites and stores and pay out my ass for something that is nowhere near worth what they're charging. I've said it before, and I've had people agree with me. Gamers aren't only interested in something new. We'd like to be able to enjoy the stuff that was great to begin with. I just ain't having it. Then again, I'm more focused on conversation than handling these corners the way that I should. Well, who gives a flying fig? Like, I am just so disappointed in what gaming has turned into. That was horrible. Horrible! I got this alright. I got that fishtail down perfect. Yep. Hugging that wall. Truck to this? I just can't get close enough. Rabbit, hit the nitro tank. What do you mean we don't have any nitrous? Not every game had nitrous. It's not racing if the car doesn't have a chance to explode. Yeah, no nos. The rabbit took it out. Definitely sad face. Well, Steve, I say it again. Said it before and I'll say it again. Looks like we're taking second. I'm fine with it. Lapped a bunch of them. Hugged the wall a handful of times. Buddy bumped a few people. Skadoosh. Oh snap, I didn't even run a clean race, Steve. What the fuck am I doing? Just stomping on that daily workout, that's all. Oh. Oh, where's my pop? On that same kind of note, like I was just thinking about as I was finishing that race, I mean, we just got the world reveal of Modern Warfare 3 less than a year later after Modern Warfare 2 came out, and I'm just like, so excited. Anyhow, from what I read, Modern Warfare 3 will debut in November, but instead of getting me psyched for the zombie reboot that's coming in 2024, instead of getting me psyched for that with a whole new mode in Modern Warfare 3, you know what would get me more excited for that is giving me the availability to play the older titles. And go back to the real challenges. I mean, you're so babied in Cold War and everything else from now on. I mean, they're still hard, I'll give them that. But they're just so much easier to play. Man, where's my ability to play Metal Gear Solid? Or like you and I were just talking about. I mean, the original Need for Speed titles, even if I have to only stream them, that would be acceptable, because at least you're opening the door for me to be able to enjoy some stuff that is just not really available. Like, I can go buy a copy of Most Wanted right now. Well, not right now, probably like after the first, but you all know what I mean. I could go buy a copy right now, but it's going to cost like $35 to $40 some for a PlayStation 2 game. Now, if it was like the Black Edition, maybe I could understand that, because that's some special limited edition shit. But just the regular, everyday Need for Speed Most Wanted for the PlayStation 2, you're looking at almost $40. Oh, goddamn. Hold on a second. Fucking flies. These flies. Musty, I said, whoa, yeah. But yeah, no, these parent companies really need to think about what they're doing good. I mean, come on. Yeah, no shit. Like I said, 12.8% of all retro gaming. That means anything from the Nintendo all the way up to the PlayStation 3. You have 12.8% of everything available to them systems right now. 12.8%. That is a fart through a tin can in the history of gaming. So let's say you went ahead, you were lucky enough to go ahead and get yourself a Game Boy. You realize you're looking at $275 for one of the original Pokemon games. Almost $300 for a goddamn Game Boy title. And not even a newer Game Boy title. Gaming has become crippled by the almighty dollar. And that's all they care about anymore. That's all any bit of it cares about anymore. I mean, look at every game you get nowadays, too. Every game you get has an in-game store. Which, if you're lucky, you can buy things out of it with in-game credits. But then it pushes you to spend your money. I mean, it pushes you to spend money for another section of the game that you should have got for free. Or it pushes you to spend your money on special weapons that can only be found if you invest. And I mean, bro, at this moment in time, I've sunk I mean, I'd pay $100 for a GameCube, 100. Just a little over, if it is basically brand new. Now me, more willingly, I would like to bundle like my homie Shadow Bonnie, who sold me a PlayStation 2, an original PlayStation, and an Xbox 360, and a DS for $100. Oh yeah, I believe it. But yeah, for $100, I got 3 old school systems that were doing nothing but squatting in a storage unit. They weren't being used. They were just sitting there collecting dust, waiting for the inevitable death that comes to all technology. So I broke him a deal. I was like, you give me all of it in one giant bundle, bro, I'll pay you $100. Oh, they all are. They absolutely all are. And that's why I shit my pants when that player started messaging me and we FaceTimed and he paid for a giant donation to my company. Like I said, he bought me like 8 different games. All for them old systems. Was it Enter the Matrix for the PlayStation 2, plus a strategy guide for it, Mario Kart, some Mario and Sonic Go to the Olympics, Call of Duty Black Ops 2, Gran Turismo 1 and 2. And tickled that I found out that he's been one of my viewers since the very beginning, just steadily watching me perfect my craft. And him and I talked about all that too. We're like sitting here like, what happened to retro gaming? We live in the day and age where if it's not new, it's not worth it. I mean, how would we have any of the crap that we have nowadays if it wasn't for these legendary titles that I still play to this day? I mean, gaming inspired a couple of college dudes to get stoned and create Portal. And then it became like a massively famous game. Like, Portal is one of my top favorite games, and it was just made by a couple bros. Inspired by gaming and things that made gaming possible. Now we're just all about the crap that doesn't matter. Again, not to bring up Grand Theft Auto 6, but the other tidbit that I heard is it's supposed to be so amazing because it'll have the most quote-unquote realistic hair movement, clothes movement, and just reaction timing. Like, I look for more in my game than just graphics. Graphics are a plus. I'll give you that, but it's just not cool. Wait, what do you play on your phone? I was flapping my gums and I didn't see your comment. Nice. I mean, and that's the other reason why I know you've seen how I play. I invade all games on the sole purpose just to ruin it for tryhards. Because I'm on there to have fun. I'm just on here, I don't care if I win, I don't care if I get the reward, I just want to get on here to have fun, because isn't that the point of gaming, is to sit down and have fun? I mean, it's all fun to win, it is fun to win, it's awesome to win, but it's not the point. It was like me playing Yu-Gi-Oh! The other day, and I dropped one Egyptian god card on the field, and dude quit immediately. Just because it was a power card. Then I used that card later on the same day against Glitch. And he fucking banished it. Sounds like a plan, Stan. I'm probably, like I said, getting out of here to go swim 40 laps in the ice cold tub and then chill in front of my air conditioner. As it's about 120 where I'm at right now. But you go charge your phone, stay cool, and I will chat at you later. As for everyone else, the same goes to y'all. Stay cool, chill out, and always remember to stay high, stay dry, and that diapers were made for gamers. Deuces, y'all. I will catch you in the next one.